Hi guys, welcome back to podcast. So for today's video, I will be reviewing this model. So what I got here right now is the newly released Kaido House BMW M3. And this is the collaboration with Larry Chen. As you can see right here, Larry Chen's V1. And previously, Kaido House already made a collaboration with Larry Chen in the Fairly DZ castings in the orange color. And this is the second release of the collaboration between the Kaido House and Larry Chen with the BMW E30, which Larry Chen owns the real car and he used to race it on the track as his track toy. And I think he won. I think he got a podium in one of the video he made. You can go check it on his YouTube channel. But yeah, this was basically his race car, but in the form of Kaido House. So yeah, first things first, I would like to talk about the packaging. So as you can see right here, the packaging itself is pretty special, if I could say that, because not unlike many other Kaido House packaging, which are mostly just a plain color, this one features Larry Chen's E30 photos, and it's not only this side, but you can see it on this side too. Like this is the photos that Larry took of his E30, and then this one too. You got so many Larry Chen's E30 photograph, and this is the 7-Eleven, which is the main sponsor. And as you can see right there, they have this little Easter egg on the poster of the 7-Eleven store right there. And then yeah, this is the main sponsor is the 7-Eleven. And Larry Chan's, like, if you know, like a couple years ago, like this has been an ongoing trend on the social media where people pulling up to the 7-Eleven, like when they are still in like COVID or something, like to pull up on the 7-Eleven and made a small meet right there, a small car meet. And 7-Eleven responded positively about that, about the car meet on their one of their stores. And it kind of like go big. Like 7-Eleven made a huge I think profits, like making content from the car industry, from the car culture, like especially this one where Larry made the livery itself for his race car. And yeah, it is one of the best move from such a big company to kind of like acknowledge the car culture and working with the car culture. So yeah, that's pretty cool for 7-Eleven. By the way, yeah, the packaging is pretty much like that. We have seen a multiple photos of Larry Chan's E30, and on the bottom you could see this is obviously a license model, because Mini GT and Kaido House always have the license for each of their castings. And I've already opened the box. I've already opened the packaging, and now we are going to see another photos of Larry Chan's E30 on the inside of the packaging. This is where he raced the car. And by the way, the actual car is not the M3. It is just an E30 coupe. So there are slight differences between the E30 coupe and the E30 M3 in terms of the body style, but it doesn't really matter that much in the diecast version right there in the Kaido House. So yeah, that is, just wanted to mention that. So I'm going to take out the diecast right now, and we are going to see the details of this model. Let me try to zoom it first. Right here. So yeah, let's talk about the model starting from the front. So we have the face of the E30, which I think looks great, but I don't know if it's just my sample problem or is it like the whole production. Because if you could see here, the grill is slightly crooked, like on each side. It's not really like flat, right? You know what I mean, right? It's not really that flat, but I don't know if it's just my sample or the whole production. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty cool. on the face of this E30, you could see the kidney grille right here is pretty detailed with the silver finishing on the outer line, and then the M3 logo right here, because this car was based on the E3 M3, not like the E3 Coupe, like the actual Larry Chen's car. So yeah, this is the E30 M3 with the headlights, the quad headlights with the plastic part right here, which is pretty detailed. And then obviously we have some real car sponsors on the Yokohama, and then the Kaido house was added here on the model. And then we are going to move on to the side, which we could see another more sponsors. Like if you see right here, these are an actual sponsors on a race car. Like you get the Haggerty, where Larry also made a content there on the YouTube channel. And then the Heatwave Visual, the Advan, blah blah blah, a lot of this Paraco. I don't really know what other sponsor is this. And then obviously the main sponsor is 7-Eleven, the number 29, the SE30. What is this? NASA? I don't really know that. And the wheels itself, if you could see here on the third window on the back, you could see that there is rotiform right there. And I assume that this is a rotiform wheels. Maybe, probably, I don't really know, but yeah, it doesn't really look like a rotiform, but it's kind of like sort of like a mesh type of wheels, like a BBS E50 or E55 something. But yeah, we have rotiform here, and I don't really know what wheels is this, but you could still see the details of this model. You could see the Yokohama and the Advan on the tire profile. And the tire itself is a slick tires with no tire treads and rolls pretty well, but yeah, you can see that. Okay, so from on the rear, it's pretty much the same. And then you could see the Yokohama, the rotiform, the torque, FCP Euro, and this part right here is very interesting because this one is carbon printed. That is very cool. And then moving on to the back, we could see the another real car sponsor, the Pennzoil, and then we added the Kaido house, Canon, which the camera Larry used on all of his photos. And I've got the Pennzoil, the 7-Eleven again, number 29, Larry's car number, FCP Euro, Yokohama, the BMW right here at the center. And the taillights itself is pretty neat, I could say that. Like you could see it's pretty neatly done and put in place. And obviously this one is a plastic parts, the taillights. And then for the ducktail or the spoiler of this car is a carbon fiber, and that is pretty cool. Carbon fiber on the bottom, painted on the top with the Yokohama and the FCP Euro on the trunk. And we got the Kaido house, the garagistic, and also another Pennzoil sponsor right there. And obviously you could see the interior is carbon fiber printed also. That's pretty cool. And then on the top you could see the 7-Eleven logo right there with the stripings that goes through from the front hood to the roof and then to the side of the car, and that is pretty cool. And then on the other side it's pretty much the same, garagistic again. The side mirrors is red with no paint, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And for the interior, you got to see the dashboard again with the carbon fiber printed, the same one as the rear part, the rear panel. And then the bucket seats is plain black. Yeah, there's no details on the bucket seats, but you can see the interior is half paint in white with the black roll cage. That's pretty cool. And then now for the feature that the Kaido house BMW M3 has is the opening hood. So I'm going to open it slowly right here. So you could see the details of the engine right here with the BMW power printed on the engine cover with the carbon fiber details also, which is pretty cool right there. And then You could also see some Japanese writing there. I don't really know what it reads. Probably Kaido House, I think. But yeah, it's pretty detailed too for the interior, for the engine parts. And yeah, this is what the engine details looks like. And the mechanism itself is pretty cool to see, like the reverse hinge on the E30 is really done well by Kaido House and Junimai, and it holds up pretty well too. The hinges, it's pretty cool. So now we are going to take a look at the bottom, which is mostly a flat anodized finishing like the other Kaido House model. You could see the Kaido House, the Mini GT logo, and then obviously made in China and licensed by BMW AG. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it about this model. So this is the Kaido House BMW M3 with the collaboration with Larry Chen and his 711 E30. And I think this is a really great model if you are a fan of Larry Chen's or a fan of Kaido House. And I think you should get it. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.